They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Out of the gun now on third down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But I also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now a 2nd and 10.
70 Timberwolves. Good.
Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Operating from the gun, Milton. And it's complete to Mitchell. And a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big play there on the catch and run. 31 yards.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On first down, it's Blue. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jaden Blue taking it in from 24 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead grows to 10-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Nothing for him yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. But it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Ready? 19, Charger.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
He's out last midfield on the 39-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Ready? Bronco into 19. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. 18 Pump. Ready?
They'll set up to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this one complete to Smith. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 33. The first-round pick looking comfortable in this offense. First down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And he winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
On the ready.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
18 Cardinals. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Mustang 19. Ready?
They'll look to throw here. .153 remaining in this first half of play. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
What's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
60.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Gets it underneath to Drew. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll look to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! A great play there. 37 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is now 17-3. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
A handoff, Barkley running left. Tough running, but not a lot to show for it. They stop him shy of the 25. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 3rd and 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That is caught. And they'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
60
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Airing it deep for Fowler. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
19,
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. A short one there, caught by Likely. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
60 Eagles, 60.
Throwing to start the drive. Milton. He's going to air one out. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Cine. And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They've had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
A short one there, caught by Likely. Now he's free to midfield. How about this? He's to the 10, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Second and 10. He'll drop to throw. Gets this to Saquon Barkley out of the backfield. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Right here. Back to 60. Back to 60. Say, hey. Ready, right?
Throwing to start the drive. Milton. Incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Let's go now. Liking 18. Ready.
They go with Blue between the tackles. Now inside the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jaden Blue with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Aubrey good with the PAT. And the lead now up to 14.
Yeah, running with it. I should probably sign a hit, boy, because I got all the hits, boy.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They'll get their receiver involved here. It's Brown. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
So So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. Bronco 80. Buffalo 80.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They begin with a carry for Blue. Now he's loose again. Touchdown, Cowboys! Jaden Blue saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Cowboys continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Aubrey now for the point after. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Cowboys 31, Eagles 10. Brandon Aubrey, the kickoff for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. This is Smith with a brand. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 25-yard line.
Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. Now he'll tuck this and run. There's Smith. He's got it along the sideline. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Dallas, Texas is the spot. Third quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts doing it himself from 9 yards out. And the Eagles get a bit closer. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Eagles 17. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Milton. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Now a 3rd and 6. Here's Milton now to throw. He'll try and do this himself. Now he'll let it go deep right side. He's going to have the 1st down and then some. Touchdown, Cowboys! Jaden Blue, 60 yards. And the Cowboys get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. To about the 40-yard line.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles 1st down as he'll get this up past the 45. Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marquise Bell. And the Cowboys are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, ready?
They hand it off. It's Blue. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
On the tackle.
Tackle there by Lewis Cine.
No gain on the play.
run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The offense on third down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Hurt.
To throw is Milton. Throw left side complete. That's Higgins. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Panther 11.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Complete to Likely. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's a gain of 28 yards. And an Eagles 1st down.
60
A 28-yard gain.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
Philadelphia.
This is caught. It's Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
1st down, Philadelphia.
They'll look to throw again. Now he's going to step up and run. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Savon Rebel. So the penalty there winds up on the offense, so obviously it's declined, and we have a change of possession. Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go now.
Now Blue trying the right side. But he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now,